Hey everybody, welcome to Dad, Daughters, and Drinks, where you'll always get at least two of those three. Today you've got me, the Margarita Kid, and I am drinking Stranahans, and it's the last of my Stranahans, so this better be good. This is somebody who I've never heard before. Her name is Dianaankudinova. This was a recommendation in the comments for a different reaction video I did, so I don't know anything about this. Well, I shouldn't say I don't know anything. I just Googled her and looked at her background a little bit, but I've never heard her sing. All that I know is that she's Russian. She had a pretty rough childhood growing up. She started singing when she was very young because she was having trouble with speech, and therapists recommended she try singing to help with her speech. And pretty quickly, people realized she had some talent for singing. When she was 15 or 16, she was on a Russian show called You Are Super. I think it's a Russian show called You Are Super, which is a show that benefits children that have issues with, family life and things. She won 2 seasons of that, which was apparently a very big deal. And then she went on to go on this show, The Show Must Go On. And I don't know if she actually won the show or not. This is a song from the first round. This is the, great Elvis classic, Can't Help Falling in Love. And so we're going to go ahead and give it a listen and see how she does. She's got like 1.5 million subscribers roughly. And I think this video had like 14 million, 15 million views or something. So clearly she's doing something right. So let's see what we think of her singing.
Wise men say only fools rush in.
Holy cow, that's a much deeper voice than I thought she was going to have.
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you.
Wow, this is a very interesting version of the song. It normally is kind of a slower song, but it's typically not in this kind of a dark minor key like this. And I guess maybe that's more common for Russian music to have a minor key to it. I know there's certain cultures that do tend to have more minor key music. I was making a comment on a different reaction video about a lot of Jewish music has a certain amount of irony to it because the music's all in these dark minor keys, but they're all about singing and praising God, and so this is I think Russian music, and maybe this is some kind of a false stereotype I have, but they do I think a lot of times have this minor key. At least when I think of like traditional Russian folk music, it has a minor key. So this is an interesting rendition of the song that's kind of dark sounding.
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you.
So yeah, obviously her voice isn't just low, although she's singing much higher now, but there's still a certain throaty, deeper quality to it. And it's also very breathy. And I'm not saying that in a bad way at all. But you can hear that it's kind of airy. It's almost ethereal sounding. I think most people would probably need some sort of a, filter or something on their voice to maybe sound so ethereal, but I don't think this is a filter. I think this is just her singing voice, I'm guessing. And at least the one judge they've showed so far is clearly, a little astounded at what's going on. I'm going to listen to the rest, but I just wanted to say, that was pretty fascinating, her voice. What she did there was just, it was all about, kind of her pitch and the, kind of different, registers she was singing in. It wasn't about, being able to do lots of fancy runs and, hit extremely high notes or, sing super powerfully or anything, even though there was some, kind of, I'll have to rewatch the ending part. I don't know if she was singing powerfully or if there was so much going on that made it seem dramatic, right? The big, kind of like string parts and the people singing the accented notes in the background and the wind blowing her hair around. And, maybe she was singing it, kind of regular, but I think she was probably putting a little something more into it at the end there. But yeah, it wasn't about doing diva stuff. It was just about her voice, which, I think if you're on a singing contest, and I'm never going to be on a singing contest, but you probably have to be very strategic about what you actually do, right? You don't want to take like your best song that you can sing and do it first. Because if you go on to the next round, well, then you're almost by definition singing something not as good as you sang in the first round. And so doing something that just showcases your voice like this, and clearly the judges I assume they're all judges, all seem very impressed, which they should be. It's a great way to start, right? You'll get on to the next round, but then you've still got a lot of room to use that voice platform that you just showed and do lots of other things for it. I'm going to go and listen to the rest of these comments here. It's a lot of comments, so we'll see. If there's just a lot of chitter chatter, then I may cut that part out, but otherwise I'm going to at least do the recording for it.
Браво!
Ты моя маленькая, я заплакала, что ли?
Браво! Любые слова излишни. Диана Анкудинова.
Все встали.
Спасибо большое.
Браво. Юсиф, ты был первым, кто встал, и практически весь номер простоял, и единственное, что мы хотим узнать, что ты об этом скажешь. Практически весь номер простоял, и единственное, что мы хотим узнать, что ты об этом скажешь.
Ты знаешь, мне очень сложно сейчас сформулировать то, что я почувствовал, потому что я очень много слышал музыки в своей жизни. Я сам пою по всему миру. Я очень много видел залов и людей, и оркестров, и музыкантов. Но эта девочка особенная. В тебе зарыт просто невероятный талант. Невероятный. И дай Бог, чтобы он попал в руки людям, которые смогут с ним сделать то, что ты заслуживаешь. Того будущего, которое ты заслуживаешь. Спасибо.
Спасибо большое. Спасибо.
Юлия Паршута.
Вот хочется сказать, а что это было? Потому что резонировало все тело, каждая клетка. Я не могла понять вообще, что происходит.
Я дрожу просто.
Да, я до сих пор дрожу. Это немыслимо. Я слышала все, что ты пела, и весь мир слушает, и уже поклоняется тому, как ты это делаешь. Мне кажется, ты уже попала туда, куда нужно, и, возможно, тебе никакие руки не нужны, потому что ты здесь, сейчас, и ты творишь новую реальность. Если был VR в визуале, то сейчас VR в звуке мы слышим. Что-то совершенно немыслимое. И я согласна с Юсифом, невозможно подчинить никаким словам. И все, наверное.
Кирилл Туриченко.
Спасибо большое. Это все взаимно, вы же знаете.
То, что сейчас произошло, это высший пилотаж во всех отношениях. Может быть, даже ты сама еще до конца не понимаешь, куда ты дала нам возможность улететь во время этой музыки.
You know, it's interesting that he uses the word fly, because it really was kind of, like I said, ethereal, and it does give you a sense of floating the whole time. It's the right word to use, I think.
Я фантастически удивлен, что в такой маленькой, хрупкой, правдивой девочке сидит настолько крутой, энергетический, такой столб. Я тебе просто желаю, чтобы ты его сохранила.
Ой, спасибо большое.
Алиса Мон.
Ой, ну, просто это вне конкурса, вне шоу. Понимаете? Это настолько божественно, по-настоящему. Это от Бога. Это настолько велико.
Стас Костюшкин.
Ну, я разочарован.
А я не удивлена.
Да. Я разочарован, я приблизительно уже поставил всем балл, а теперь мне надо все переписывать. Но если честно, вот если вот положа руку на сердце, огромное...
Now, when he said, I'm disappointed, and she said, I'm not surprised, I wonder if he's like the Russian version of a Simon Cowell, who tends to be known to be the person who says all the negative comments.
Я разочарован, я приблизительно уже поставил всем балл, а теперь мне надо все переписывать. Но если честно, вот если вот положа руку на сердце, огромное спасибо.
Спасибо.
Карина Кокс.
Дианочка, ну, когда вы произнесли первую ноту, я просто улетела в бездну вашего таланта и была там до последней ноты. И вот здесь многие говорили о божественном происхождении вашего таланта. Но я уверена, что в вас заключена и демоническая энергия тоже. Потому что женщина — это всегда и божественная, и темнота. Понимаете, о чем я? Это в самом крутом проявлении. И мне после вашего выступления захотелось молчать. Так происходит, когда на сцене творится настоящее искусство. Спасибо вам большое.
Спасибо большое за такие слова.
Марк Тишман.
А я даже как-то хочется теперь встать, поправиться и сказать то, что хотел сказать. Все знают эту фразу, что талант — это единственная новость, которая всегда нова. И понимаете, мы сегодня видели VR-технологии, но то, что удалось Диане без VR-технологий, перенести нас в...
I wonder what all this talk is about VR. If there was some sort of a demonstration or something. Somebody earlier had talked about VR, and I didn't quite get what they meant, if they were trying to make some kind of an analogy. Like, you can see pictures of VR, but it's not the same as experiencing it in person. And, you know, maybe that's what they were saying about her. But now it seems like there actually was something going on with VR.
в другую реальность. И тебе сказали, чтобы ты попала в хорошие руки. Вот знаешь, мой опыт такой, что нет таких хороших рук в мире. Есть только ты, которая должна не останавливаться, читать, слушать, смотреть, развиваться, потому что тебе дано больше, чем 99,9% людей могут.
Да.
Спасибо, что мы это слышали.
Спасибо вам большое.
А мы от себя с Тимуром хотим сказать тебе огромное спасибо.
You know, it's interesting that he said, you know, I don't think there's any good people in the world. And I think he was saying that probably more about like the music industry and being careful how she approaches that is how I'm interpreting it. And I think I saw in the comments where this was requested that she is still an independent artist. She's not signed with anybody. She does everything on her own. And a huge shout out to all of the independent artists out there that have taken advantage of, you know, the technology and the, you know, direct to consumer, you know, channels that we have for things like, you know, YouTube and TikTok and Instagram and all these other things or whatever, that allow people to actually make great music, get it out to the masses, get, you know, 1.5 million subscribers already. And that's even, you know, before a lot of people have probably been introduced to her. And a lot of times those people have to work, you know, extra hard when you're an independent artist, because you're not just, you know, walking into a studio and you sing a song that other people have written and, you know, done the instrumentation for, and the band's already there and you just sing, and then some other sound guy or, you know, girl comes in and, you know, does all the sound mixing. And then there's a marketing team that knows how to, you know, market it and put it out. Like, you have to do all that stuff yourself. And it's amazing to me that anybody can actually do that. All of those things, you know, and I'm sure now and then you get somebody who can help you out if you're lucky and you got the right kind of connections. But I think a lot of times you're just on your own.
Большое спасибо. Я очень редко могу прослезиться, но со мной сейчас это произошло и совершенно бесконтрольно для меня. Что
Он
ты творишь?
закапал весь мой смокинг. Что теперь делать, не знаю. Но
Это просто чудо, что мы все здесь присутствовали при этом. Можно сказать только одним словом, что мы все испытали. Это был шок.
Это было грандиозно. И на самом деле это идеальная точка в сегодняшней программе могла бы быть, но у нас впереди голосование. Но, во всяком случае, это было финальное выступление на сегодня перед голосованием. Диана Анкудинова, ваши бурные аплодисменты.
Спасибо.
Круто, да?
Это феноменально. Это вот вне конкурса
Просто
абсолютно.
все.
Ну и нушеньки ну-ну. Евпатий Лаврат, говорю, в
Да.
таких случаях. Батюшки-матрюшки.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the judges were all very favorable, and boy, they have a lot of judges over there. That's kind of interesting. I really enjoyed hearing. It was a very unusual and powerful voice. Clearly, I mean, it was something very, very different. And so I'm definitely going to listen to more just to see what she does with it. I think I saw that one of the songs that she does, I think she's 18 here, roughly 18. I saw that she was born in 2003 and this was 2021, but I don't know if she was only 17 at the time or whatever. She was 15 and 16, I think, when she won those 2 seasons of the other show that I said earlier, and the name is escaping me now. But I think one of the songs that I saw that she did was Wicked Game. Was it Wicked Games? Richard, the Chris Isaac song. Just drawing a blank again already on that too. I would be interested to hear her do that one. I like that song a lot. Obviously because of my inability to remember the name of it, but I do like the song. So yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and check that one out as well. And like she had a different, kind of an interesting mix. And I think you get that when you're doing a lot of things where you're on shows where you're, you know, one show you're having to do a traditional Russian folk song, and the next song you're doing a pop song, and the next song you're doing, you know, a jazz song or whatever, right? An Elvis song. So you tend to get a wide variety of styles of music in this kind of a situation. So I'll definitely sample some of those and see how she does for the rest of them. I don't think this was just kind of a fluke. I mean, the girl can obviously sing. And I think I saw that she has one album that she's released as well in the last couple of years. And so, maybe I'll check out some of those as well. In any case, this was pretty cool. Thanks for recommending it. I'm sorry that I didn't jot down your name so I could say thanks to you in this video, but in any case, you know who you are, and I really appreciate it. And I think that's it for me. I hope everybody has a great day. I hope you all take care. Oh, and I should mention, I will have a link to the original video in the comments. The name of my channel is Dad, Daughters, and Drinks, and most of the time my daughters aren't here. They don't live at home, but I do some reactions with them, and I will have a playlist linked in the descriptions with all the videos that I do react with them. And so if you have not done so, if you liked this video, make sure you go and check the original content out. Make sure it gets the views, comments, likes, subscribe to her, all that good stuff that you should do to support these artists, especially the independent artists, because to them, everything that you do on YouTube influences the, algorithm gods and helps them succeed. So make sure that you do that. And I appreciate it. They appreciate it. And I hope you have a great day. Thanks. Bye.